Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Yo, host on, welcome back to the Baseball Head too, and hopefully you like this video. You know, the media is such a fun topic here for me to go through, and hopefully you like it. And it's going to be another instance where I go through it, and this is one of the more important little munchkins that work for New York Times, and of course covers MLB. This is the Munchkin, Ken Rosenthal. There's probably it might be shorter than Jose Altuve, if that is possible. But I didn't realize that a short guy had such a nasty attitude when he bumped into somebody. Man, he talking about looking down on somebody after he bumped him. Everybody's looking down on him because he's so short. But here we have a rather embarrassing moment, an ugly moment for the Munchkin, Ken Rosenthal. It's from awful announcing. Ken Rosenthal's ugly moment during post-game interview goes viral, and you'll see in this video these sort of screen captures of the incident. Too many cases in sports media where the on-air talent think they are the prize, quote and quote. Okay, and as you know, he's been around for a long time, and he's sort of he's a little cranky. Some people don't necessarily like him. You know, it's not, he looks like a child, he looks like a child to most folk, It's that line from Lord of the Rings. To some folk, he comes across looking like a child. Does he shop at the kids section? Because he can't fit into his clothes. Are they custom made? I don't know. That's a possibility. Ken Rosenthal found himself in an awkward spot Saturday night during the Brewers' walk-off celebration. The MLB on Fox reporter was interviewing Andrew Monasterio after the rookie's clutch single beat the Cardinals 9-8. Let's see what happened here. As teammates approached with the traditional Gatorade shower, the Munchkin stepped back to avoid getting soaked. Okay, what's so bad? What happened here? Well, let's find out. I'm not gonna play the clip. I can't play the clip. That part made sense. What happened next didn't look great. Rosenthal backed into Scott Paulus, the Brewers team photographer, knocking him over in the process. Instead of helping him up, the Munchkin turned around, looked at Paulus on the ground, shook his head before continuing with his interview. Well, this is the media. This is the media, folks, in a nutshell. This is how they are. And this is the entire media. We know what's going on in this country right now. Media was saying horrible things about that poor kid that got himself shot by that monster out in Utah. Quote, this is a tweet from the Brew Crew Scoop. Shout out to the Munchkin for running over the cameraman and then giving him a dirty look as he doesn't offer to help him up if he didn't look good. As you might imagine, those on social media didn't exactly run to Rosenthal's defense. The moment went viral almost immediately. Brewers fans called it classless behavior. Others point out that Paulus didn't deserve that treatment, especially during what should have been a celebration of Monasterio's heroics. I wonder if he took a picture of his backside. I mean, really, Rosenthal, like I said, he's somebody that most of the baseball people don't like. Ken Rosenthal falling into my guy Scott and barely apologized. He didn't apologize at all. Ken our hate club starts now. Kimberly Bates. Well, that's a little overstating things. I mean, really, I'm just reading you different tweets from people. His precious bow ties are more important than the people that help him do his job. His bow ties. I mean, he looks like I swear to God, he looks like a dummy. Not a dumb person, but a dummy. Like all he needs is to sit on somebody's lap. All he needs but you imagine if Aaron Judge put him on his lap with the bow tie, they would think he was like a real dummy. I mean, really like a puppet. I mean, what does he think he is? A puppet with the bow ties? I know he wears them for these different charities, but for God's sake, you're 5 foot nothing. His precious bow ties are more important than the people that help him do his job. Too many cases in sports media where the on-air talent think they are the prize, not the athlete or the viewer. That's that damn straight. The head shake is unbelievable. I know. I mean, really, This is so lame. I mean, really. I mean, the head shake was the best part of it. You know. Nobody disrespects Scott Paulus like that. Meteorologist Sam Kuffel, whoever he is. Ken Rosenthal to some poor photographer trying to do his job. Spencer Michaels wrote. Rosenthal has spent decades building credibility as one of baseball's tiniest premier reporters. He's also developed a reputation for burning bridges with the very people who make his job possible. That's his reputation. Bit of a jerk off. I mean, really. He's not the nicest guy. And he's been spouting out some stuff about the Mets. Last season, he was effectively banned from the Padres dugout after writing a column calling Manny Machado punkish and Fernando Tatis Jr. a peacock. During the All-Star game, former Kansas City Royals first baseman Eric Hosmer called his questioning of rookie Jacob Misiorowski disgusting, criticizing Rosenthal for asking how teammates treat the young pitcher after some were upset by his selection. But that, I wouldn't go that far as disgusting. I think it's a little... I mean, Misiorowski did not pitch well after the All-Star break, by the way. He should not have made the All-Star team. But Saturday night was different. There were no controversial questions or provocative columns. This was just a reporter who knocked over a photographer trying to document one of the season's biggest moments, then looked annoyed about it. He looked so pissed off. The collusion itself was probably unavoidable. The collision. These things tend to happen in chaotic postseason and post-game celebrations when everyone's trying to do their job in the same cramped space. Yeah, this big field's a cramped space. It's not in the clubhouse. Certainly not. What stuck with people was Rosenthal's reaction afterward. He didn't help Paulus up or acknowledge what happened beyond looking down at him and shaking his head. Like I said, it's the funniest part. Before returning to his interview. All right, I stepped on you, but what do you think about that fastball? You know, Andrew. We don't know if Rosenthal apologized afterward or if he was just caught off guard in the moment. But the video doesn't exactly show him in the best light. And the death stare didn't help his case either. Monasterio has just delivered one of Milwaukee's most dramatic wins of the season, capping an incredible comeback from a 6-1 deficit to clinch a playoff spot. And instead, people were sharing a video of a photographer getting knocked over and glared at by one of MLB's most recognized and shortest reporters that's out there in the United States of America. But, you know, the media are disgusting individuals. I mean, let's be honest. And they look down on us. They look down on the people that make them, you know, make money and cover these teams and cover these players. And you know, this is who they are. I mean, you know, you get a chance when things happen like this, you get a real idea of what these people are like. And he could have helped him up. I mean, he just sort of looked at him and just sort of walked away, you know. And there are people that are like that. They'll walk into you and they just, like you're not even there. Like you're beneath them. And the funny thing is, he's the shortest guy in the field. He's shorter than some children in that ballpark. That's the funny thing about all this. He's looking down at people. Looking down. Everybody's looking down on him because he's so short. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Hopefully you had a good laugh. I know I did. And of course, whenever I can make fun of this guy, that's the one thing we can all agree on. We can still make fun. That's the one thing you can't change or try to change is somebody's height. So if you're short, folks, we can all agree that you can make fun of that. Thank God for the short people. It's not my fault that you're vertically challenged and that you need to, you know, measure up when you get into these rides in the amusement park. I wonder if you can get in some of the amusement park rides. I don't even know. So, but you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to Baseball at 2. I'll see you later.